The Lions are in a historic moment, with the city of Detroit filled with hope. Alongside a decisive playoff battle against the Commanders, rumors are already swirling about bold moves in the upcoming offseason, including a big NFL name that could strengthen the team's pass rush. Speaking of strength, the potential absence of Kevin Zeitler for Saturday's game has fans on the edge of their seats. Want to know what the future holds for the Lions and how they'll tackle this crucial challenge? Stick around until the end, and don't forget to leave a like to support the channel. The Detroit Lions are gearing up for the NFL playoffs, but once the dust settles, whether or not it involves hoisting a Lombardi trophy, attention will shift to the 2025 offseason. The future in Detroit is looking bright, and that's not just hype. This team is built for sustained success thanks to GM Brad Holmes stacking the roster with young talent and head coach Dan Campbell getting the absolute best out of them. That said, one area where the Lions could level up is their edge rush depth. Aiden Hutchinson is a certified beast, and adding Zadarius Smith before the trade deadline helped, but injuries exposed a glaring lack of reinforcements during the 2024 campaign. Detroit needs another reliable option on the other side of Hutchinson, and that's where the name DeMarcus Lawrence starts to pop up. Christopher Knox from Bleacher Report floated the idea of Detroit chasing Lawrence this offseason. The four-time Pro Bowler, currently with the Dallas Cowboys, could be a game-changer in a rotational role. The Lions are projected to have $57.5 million in cap space, plenty of room to bring in a savvy veteran like Lawrence, who's wrapping up the last year of his $40 million deal in 2024. Now let's be real. Lawrence isn't the same guy who used to dominate every snap. Injuries have taken a toll, and he's about to hit 33. Last season, he only managed 3 sacks. But here's the thing. As a situational pass rusher, he could still be a nightmare for opposing offenses. And at this stage of his career, Lawrence is probably looking to join a team with legit Super Bowl aspirations, like Detroit. It's not a perfect plan, of course. Lawrence is no spring chicken, and pairing him with Smith doesn't exactly scream long-term solution. But short-term, adding Lawrence would let Detroit draft a young edge rusher and ease him into the mix for 2026. All while keeping the pass rush dangerous in the immediate future. The Lions are on the verge of becoming perennial contenders. Adding a guy like Lawrence, even on a one-year deal, could be the kind of veteran insurance they need to take that next step. What do you think, fans? Could DeMarcus Lawrence be the missing piece for the Lions' pass rush? Let us know in the comments. Speaking of big decisions, Zeitler's absence might change Saturday's game, but there's a surprising detail that deserves your attention. The Detroit Lions are gearing up for their divisional playoff showdown against the Washington Commanders this Saturday, but there's a big question mark hanging over their offensive line. Kevin Zeitler, the team's starting right guard, might not be suiting up for this crucial game. And yeah, that's kind of a big deal. Zeitler, in his first year with Detroit, has been nothing short of elite. According to Pro Football Focus, he's ranked 5th out of 135 qualifying guards with an overall grade of 86.8. That's the type of performance you dream of anchoring your line in the playoffs. But after tweaking his hamstring in Week 18, he hasn't been practicing. On Wednesday, he was seen working off to the side with trainers, and the Lions' Tuesday injury report, which is more of a projection, had him marked as a no-go. If Zeitler can't go, the Lions are turning to rookie Christian Mahogany. The 6th-round pick out of Boston College has already shown he can handle the heat. Back in Week 16, Mahogany stepped in for Graham Glasgow and absolutely balled out against the Chicago Bears. He allowed just 1 pressure, committed 0 penalties, and earned stellar PFF grades, 70.4 in run blocking and an eye-popping 82.5 in pass protection. Dan Campbell wasn't shy about his confidence in the rookie before that game, and after Mahogany's solid debut, you can bet that trust has only grown. Of course, losing a veteran like Zeitler would be a blow, but it's a lot easier to breathe knowing Mahogany has already proven he can hold his own in a pinch. As for Zeitler's status, all eyes are on Thursday's injury report, expected around 4 p.m. ET. Whether he's trending towards suiting up or not, the Lions need to be ready for anything. Kickoff against the Commanders is set for 8 p.m. ET at Ford Field, and you can bet the crowd will be rocking. Whether Zeitler plays or Mahogany steps in, the Lions will need their O-line sharp to protect Jared Goff and keep their playoff run alive. With Zeitler out, the pressure on the offensive line will be huge. Christian Mahogany has shown potential, but the playoffs are a whole different level. As for Lawrence, he could be an immediate solution, but the team also needs to think long-term. What the Lions can't afford is to lose momentum in this great phase. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the latest news and follow our team's evolution.